makes it worse. And I'm probably going to have my, sitting arrangement just about face real quick. Hold on. About any... Whoops. That broke. Oh well. Here. Stay. And so now we're back again. Stop popping over there. Quit it. Don't make me snuff you. Honey bear, did I stutter? 1, 2. Okay. Oh, good decision. Yeah, I have my headphones in now. Oh, I'm getting over this crap. Get over here. You can get out of my life. And I gotta gingerly scoot you back a little bit, and I don't want you to fall on your face, because that would not be hospitable. Oh, good Lord. Yay, thank good Lord, Lanta. Okay, I'm gonna keep scooching it back a little bit more. Okay, this is gonna just scooch out of the way a little bit more. Come on, do it. How about that out of work? Dang it. That was anticlimactic. Ugh. Oh, whoops. Forgot to do that. Okay. But anyway. Oh. Sometimes I don't know if it's just me lately, but I think people are being more dim-witted every day. By choice. That's just me, though. Gee, thanks. That's nice to know. Hong Kong Fooey about to get shot. That's nice to know. Thanks. Yes, of course you can, Mika. Have at it. How is this victorious? Oh. Well, that's a nice thing to see. Go face first. Okay. If you say so. Oh, God. That's nice to know. Oh, God. Not this twatted. Oh, that's helpful. Alright, then. Okay, we'll go with it. Fuck this deck. F this deck. I quit. But anyway, what was your question, Mika? Then Elysia will be next. Alrighty. Current standing is the Four of Blades. Well, this depiction, you have a vampire girl, pretty much wounded, and you can see the blood on her dress. And she's actually merging with the statue, kind of making like a praying motion. So in the current standing, you were kind of wishing that, yeah, that, to put it nicely, and this is a, hold on, gotta see where that is. Okay, there's that. This would be a Libra, Libra Jupiter. Okay, so at the current position that, yeah, you're currently in a state where you've been wounded and you're trying to, and you've fled from a situation, but because of, you know, the fleeing, something may have actually have taken a hit, as you notice right there. I don't know if it'll be able to pick it up, but yeah, the poor little crow just got stabbed and killed. So possibly on the run from, or essentially the person or individual that was thinking it would be cute to do something stupid to you, they actually ended up taking a swing at something close to you as well, not just the heart. And there's this wounding that you have, and now you're actually using something to kind of adjudicate a just desserts onto them. And to extra clarify is the Nine of Blades. This depiction we have a woman figure kind of crouching, kind of like keeping secrets and like keeping something, like she's hiding something. And it's also the full moon too. So this is Mars and Gemini. Hello Andy, love you. And before I forget and slips my mind, I've been doing some work for you, by the way, Andy. I haven't told you, but I have been. So the Nine of Blades, with the Four of Blades. You probably may have had, like the current standing, you may, like overall, this individual that has harmed you, you probably are not really that open about it. You probably are keeping it secret because you're afraid of either one, them retaliating against you. Why the heck do you have your light shining in my window, dude? No. Go away. That's rude. Don't do that. I hate people around here. So rude. But anyway. So, possibly you were being intimidated or you were being put into a situation where you were not really allowed to like really speak your true self as you were wanting it to be. And whenever you made an attempt to, you were kind of like put into a position where you feel like your voice was not even heard, so you kind of feel like, what's the point of even expressing anything? But that's you, so let's see what this other dimwit is. So tell me about this cupcake. I'll get my sword out and I will gut you like a fish. Don't test me. Not you, by the way. Don't make me do it. 1. I see you. Go. Away from the window. There they go. Sorry. Dimwits around the neighborhood lately. But anyway, so, about this Tauresian dimwit. Current standing. 5 of twigs. It's like somebody is aware that they unleashed a ravaging puma. And they are aware that, oh God, please mercy, please mercy. Well, and this is a Leo in a Saturn Leo, and that's not a sign that Saturn likes being in. So because of somebody being a little bit too vain, a little bit too thinking that they're hot shit, and being a little bit too self-reserved to actually act like in the Leo energy, which is being kind of like orderly and leading by example, they kind of were sloughing off, taking advantage of the situation and thinking, oh, well, it really is all about me anyway. I don't have to worry about anybody else because it's either with me or nobody gets anything. And I really don't care what anybody else has to say. And if I break somebody's heart, well, it happens. That's just life, you know. Well, that's not the best way to live by because clarifying this Five of Pentacles to the head, we have, oh boy, somebody thinks they're hot shit. Somebody thinks they're really hot shit over here. We have way too much flaming going on here. We have an Aries, which also you can also say that's also Taurus, and the Five of Scepters. Somebody is narcissistic or sociopathic and manipulative to the point where they think it's always for their best interest, always, and always them first, and if anybody else gets hurt, well, sometimes that's life. People have to get hurt in order for me to get better. That was kind of a little bit dark. Okay, so anyway, what is the karmic backhand to this twat head? Well, the first one we have the Six of Pentacles. Essentially, the veil gets lifted, so he gets exposed. He's going to be exposed. And to show how much of an idiot he is. And how much of a, thinking he's like the, how do I put this? Like if he's thinking that, oh, look at me. I'm like coming off of Broadway. Ooh. No, like how much of an idiot he actually is. And him trying to pose off as, something grand, but it's a big mistake. Because if you notice, you see how the Fool, I don't know if it'll be able to tell it. You see how the Fool is like doing the splits to the point where it's kind of like, hello, Battle Fox. Like his leg is all the way, like here. Like his leg goes, like he was going to break his leg. Like he's that dim-witted, he's going to break his leg by doing that split and maneuver, thinking he's hot Snapple. So he's going to be exposed for being an idiot and over-exaggerating, which will heal you, mend you, and actually be able to recuperate much easier for your part. As for him, oh God. How do I put this nicely? As for him, he's going to get ganked. This is the Five of Pentacles. He's going to get ganked by a Fluffy, it looks like. It's funny how Battle Fox pops into the room. Oh, look at that. He's going to get ganked by a Fluffy. Oh, there you go. And then the Eight of Twigs. And then we have a vampire going in for the kill with a scepter ready to bash someone's head in. So he's probably going to have something physically happen to him. Like getting jumped and smacked. It looks like. So it looks like it's going to be coming back to him pretty hard into the head. Well, for you, you'll be healing and recovering and be ready to give your... Yep, you'll be much more stable after this twat is long gone. And back on your throne. Up there, and there's Justice right there at the back. So, he's going to be getting something happen to him, which will catch him off guard. And then pretty much the beating him while he's down kind of a thing will be playing out. Because, oh boy, sucks to be that poor unfortunate soul. Nah, who cares? He can get pushed off a cliff. Yep. The judgment for him. But yeah, I mean, look. I mean, for you, at least you're going to recover, no problem. But for him, well, ganked and then beating the living heck out of him. I mean, that's what the Twilight gets for being so stupid. Alley up. Yeah, no. Alicia. Okay, I'm gonna try to knock my phone over. Which one? Okay, that one? Then give me it. Okay, fine. Give me it then. Alrighty. Yes. I'd be louder and more comical, but it's nighttime and I can't do that. So, gotta go with what I got then, I guess. Okay, so about... What are you doing over there? Stop that. Thank you. Stupid. I have a candle going and it's working and it's designed to be a little bit dim-witted by having the flame just go like that randomly. Like, okay, that's not what I told you to do. I told you just to, burn cleanly, not sway like if you're being blown to death, because you're literally blowing it, dude. But anyway, rude. Okay, for current position for you, we have the Four of Cups. Looking out the window, looking for possibility, and just still looking. And then the person in question, whoops the daisy. I almost dropped it. Person in question, we have Temperance. So, let's see. Four of Cups, why? Because wanting to be having the win of obtaining something. And the other is Temperance because the Ten of Pentacles, okay. So it looks like something's being synthesized in the preparation for something to be kept long term. So what's the connection together as a unit? First one, we have 8 of Pentacles. It seems like there's a lack of reciprocity going on here. A big lack of it. One is putting in the work and the other one is nowhere to be found. And supporting that, we have 7 of Cups. Okay, so first and foremost, one side we have one having high hopes and hoping for the victory to gain the win, if you catch my drift, to catch the one that's being fished for, while the other one's actually transmuting and using the alchemical process to take something that has been actually been securing on the physical front. Let me clarify that again. They're synthesizing that with, what are they going to mix that with? Mixing that with the King of Pentacles, so we got a lot of earthiness going on here. So they're mixing those two together. They're mixing the completion of the Pentacles with he who thinks he is financially stable. The results of that, we get a 10 of Cups. So, by any chance was your person in question, Alicia? By any chance was he financially unstable? Or lacking financial security? If you know. And by lacking financial security, that does include not having a home, not having a stream of income, not having any sense of stability. Does he happen to did he spend his money on things that he should not have spent his money on? To your knowledge. That does include things like not prioritizing the like security, the home, and the whatnot. Like nothing, like saying just spending money on stuff that's, like saying for example, instead of paying money for the rent, he's paying money to buy a boat that has a hole in it. Yeah. Like if you have an individual spending money on buying a boat that can't float and needing to repair it, but not pay the rent, that's kind of like the thing I'm getting at. Somebody that's not prioritizing. Okay, so probably. But as the unit, as a unit altogether, there is this feeling of like one-sidedness that has been going on altogether. So much that it feels like, again, because now even the Seven of Cups is pointing it out. There's one individual feel like, oh, I'm doing everything around here. And the same individual is doing everything and is causing mental stress. One is putting a lot of the physical work and a lot of investment, and the other one's also doing a lot of the psychological combativeness to it. While it appears like one of them is a little bit oof-a-doof, thinking that everything's all fine and dandy and just not even really concerned about it. Here. Okay then. This will be the next big question. So how do we get this King of Pentacles to stop, thinking he's hot shit? What's the next move? Okay. Wow. Bet you can't do that again if I tried. Yeah, one more for giggles. Oh, sheesh. So the next move, well, we have, oh boy, we have Page of Blades and Page of Sticks with the Two of Pentacles. Well, the next course of action, well, looks like there's going to be two younger females potentially being involved, potentially, or you might have to be the one to take initiative to keep an eye on them and keep a watchful eye and not trust anything he says, because you may have to be the one to take the snake and shove its stupidity in its mouth. But the thing is, this could even also be a thing that actually might indicate for you to even fire like a warning shot. That, because if he's going to be giving effort to two other individuals and not you, and it's this, because, I've been in that situation where it's like, so why are you giving this individual more effort in front of me, knowing, now that I know you can do it, so then why weren't you giving it to me in the first place? That just shows to me, oh, that guy's fake. I've been in that situation before. And I've been ruthless with it. I've been in that situation that I've just said, it's kind of pathetic that, somebody can't be authentic and actually really put in a real effort. But the thing is that if they're showing that they can do it, but they just won't do it with you, that just shows that, wow, you're pathetic. Nice to know that, you're just so lazy that you think it's okay to be all sloth. No. No. Yeah, too many. Yeah, way too many for me. To the point where I even said, like, wow, dude. You call this effort, really? And the funny thing is that... Mm-hmm. But I was kind of like not so nice back then too. I just made it nice and clear. Now that I know that you can do it, there's no excuse. Still doesn't do it? Okay. Good luck, dude. Shortly thereafter, hey, I need, I need help. I'm stuck with something. Well, that sucks. What do you want me to do? Oh, you're stuck? That sucks. Or you need to find a way to come up with rent, otherwise you're going to be homeless? Well, that sucks. What do you want me to do about it? Oh, you want me to care? No. That's the kind of like coldness you might have to be towards this person in question. You may have to be like this. Look, dude, not doing it. Up. And as soon as you do it, you become the king of twigs. You handle the stick now. And the page of wands is actually there too. So you're the one who takes the stick from probably one of them, and you start brandishing it, being in control. That is, you had to be the one to be like, oh, really? Take the snake, metaphorically, and have him stick it in his own mouth. And, be the harsh reality check with him. And then as soon as you do that, you're the one with the big stick, ready to go brandishing with it. And not only that, king of big sticks, and then you also have the ace of blades behind it. So you have complete clarity, and you will be really in control. So don't be afraid to go in table flipping. So it actually makes a recovery. Up, yep, up. Now there's the queen of twigs. Perfect balance. There we go. It balances out. But you have to be the one to be willing to take the snake and shove it in his mouth. Because you have the queen, the king of twigs, and then the blade in the middle. You can get to it. It's just don't be afraid to get sassy and feisty with it. And you might have to take your time with it. Slow and steady, but precise. Don't be afraid to be sneaky if you have to. Sometimes you gotta do some things that are not the best in order to keep what you want. Sometimes you have to. Don't look at me. Life's life. I'm guilty of it too. Not to say that, I haven't done anything bad, but then again, what do you call bad? Okay, so Pluto's next, I think. If wrong, well, hit me with a blown object or something. Is the person in head going to fix the connection in the future? Okay, give me which one? Let's go with. Oh, I know which one I can use. I'll probably use that one. I haven't used it in forever. Hold on. Tarot. I've read this deck before. Oh, don't worry. I'll relax. If anything, the thing is with the tarot, when you're actually reading for somebody and actually looking into a situation with a love situation, it's usually to your advantage. You're like, okay, so this is what's going to happen. So manipulate it around to your advantage. Do what you have to do. I don't care if you have to actually. Oh, wait a minute. Oops, a daisy. Forgot to put this back on in my ears. Yep, I forgot to put this back in my ears. Oops, a daisy. But anyway, when actually using the tarot, especially when it comes to a love situation, don't be afraid to use it to your advantage and think, oh, that's how it is right now? Okay. That's not how it's going to be right now. So we're gonna fix this by having this happen instead. Just because of how it stands right now and what is potentially going to happen in the future don't mean jack snapple. Because in the now, you can be like, and manipulate the world around you. Yep, if you have to, just do it. And besides that, you also need to feel these cards because they have, they have the gold edging on them. Because when my Oracle deck comes out, the exclusive limited edition is actually going to have silver edging on it. That is if it comes out right the first time. Hopefully. Okay, so for Pluto, tell me about Pluto and the connection at hand. And tell me the current standing for Pluto. Current standing for Pluto. We have the Black Sun. And before somebody says, isn't that the eye from Lord of the Rings? If you want it to be that eye, you can. And this is the sun in this deck. So currently, and besides because this also looks like a cat eye, you actually might be seeing in a state of awareness that is actually able to see much more that the everyday person cannot see. Because snake eyes and cat eyes, they can actually see in the dark substantially better. Because of the black sun, this can also show that you might be in a state where you're kind of in a no-nonsense mode about it. Because this is actually showing the sun falling, and now the Saturnian is rising. So, when it's things that are you're believing that are being kept hidden from you, you're actually able to see that other people cannot see. So currently your intuitiveness is in an Excel point, so use that to your advantage right now. Meanwhile, the other. We have he who is getting drunk, King of Cups. This individual may think, they're being mature with their emotions, but they're kind of being a little bit selfish with it. Besides, if you notice, he can't even hold his cup correctly. You notice how his hand's just like whiffing it? Yeah. So we have one being really in tune with the unseen and the emotional and being really in tune with everything. And then we have someone who's putting on a fake emotional woozy-woo show and not being legitimate. Somebody's being a little bit too selfish and stingy and selective with giving emotions and expressing them too. And the connection altogether. We have the Ten of Blades, but now hold on now. I haven't clarified it yet. So Ten of Blades, what's kicked the bucket? What has been overkilled? Really? What's kicked the bucket is death. So something that has been ended has been killed. So the ending has died. And the new foundation is an idiot, the fool. I'll say it again. I'll say that again. Okay. The connection altogether, Pluto, together is the Ten of Blades. So the connection has been overkilled. What's been overkilled has been the part that's kicked the bucket. And what is the new foundation is the Fool, infinite potential, an idiot, limitless potential. Meaning, for the connection ending, the ending has kicked the bucket. Meaning that the ending never happened. The ending does not exist. And there is limitless potential with this, as it stands right now. It does have potential. Let's go with what is the next 3 steps for individual in question. 1. 4 of Pentacles. They're not letting go of it. They're not going to let go of it. They're holding on for dear life. And kind of making themselves seem like they actually may appear extremely timid to even let go too. Like they're fearing to even risk letting go. because they, in order for them to actually feel like they have any power in their life, like they actually feel like they are leading by example, they need to hold on to you. So they're going to hold on to you and be a little bit authoritative to say, I'm not going anywhere. You stay with me. Like they're willing to even have something kick the bucket or be left to die or be left out in the wind for you. So yeah. So yeah, Pluto, looks like it's all good for you. And what are the 3 steps for you to do in order to best ensure that the route you want is going to come through? Number 1, Queen of Twigs. Definitely not Lilith, okay? Unleash the Lilithian part of you. Let her go. Let her flow. Let her flow. Easy, Cupcake. Oh, look at that. Then we have the Lovers. Then we have Lilith again. That's 2 Lilith cards in a row. Dang. Yeah, because in this deck, that's actually Lilith being presented with Samuel. I'll lift it again once I grab these 2 cards that fell on the floor. And then the last suggested course of action to ensure we get what you want, and we get the, and this is a unique one, the Cunning Woman, also known as the Hermit. Well, most definitely, well, we have 3 definitely not Lilithian cards right here. First and foremost, Queen of Twigs. Do I have to explain that one? No, I don't. Be very enthusiastic, be lively about it. Then the Lovers with Lilith and Samuel, well, you may have to be putting on the Lilithian charm to be all like, oh, look at you all of a sudden. Oh, look, you're back now, huh? Okay, well, if you're really going to be that way, you better prove it. And make a game out of it. Because if you notice, this Cunning Woman figure is an elder figure, and you know how the elderly are. They know how to have the most fun. So make a game out of it when you're kind of woozy-wooing them in order for them to get back to where they are. Make the grown emperor actually really fight for his throne back. And give me 2 things to be aware of, just to be on the lookout for. First one, be aware of Effectus deck. Be aware that this connection actually has the potential to actually bring you to your best state of being. So much that you'll be limitless, unstoppable. And that you'll be able to function from the highest point of love that, can possibly be acted from. That's the best way to put it. You'll be pretty much acting at your most purest emotion. But most definitely don't take any shit. And then we have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Sass right next to each other. Be full of love and devotion, but take no bullshit. Do not take no bullshit. Because that's a big no-no. Don't take the bullshit at all. Because if you work for it, it'll come to you. And if you... he'll woozy-woo towards you. But yeah, Pluto, you will be having your intended come back to you. Just give it time. He'll come back and be a little bit authoritative, but when he does that, or whomever does that, when they do that, be a little bit, toy with him a little bit. Don't give it all just like, yeah, sure. Have some fun with it. Make him, do some tricks or something. Have him roll over and play dead or something. But take no BS from him. Because you'll be able to be rejuvenated, if that's the right word I'm looking for. Should he? Yep, you're correct. Wait till he's recovered and healed and mended. But don't wait too long. If he takes too long, well, too late, so sad, love and breath. Yes. Yes, Annie. Regarding your health. Okay. Pluto. Regarding, for what now? Take one at a time. Go back we go. Cypher, should disregard pursuing love interest until further notice, or should I? Okay. Okay, let's see here. Give me the magical, give me the, happy tarot. Get over here. Yo, get over here. Okay, we're going to be going to plan A to plan B. And yes, this is definitely not chocolate tarot. Woo. Okay, so what is the current standing? How is Foxy standing right now? Currently we have the Youth of Twigs. Apparently we have somebody really wanting to get the, wants some, how am I going to put this in a nice way and not sound vulgar? Currently we have somebody wanting to be in the spotlight and get some, movement going and something fresh. And be put on the spot, like get noticed. Because something might be a bit too stagnant and boring. And wanting, like, some attention to be drawn. At the current standing. If, say, not pursue any other endeavor, like any other interests, and just stick with the one that you have. Let's say. Let's go with, if you stick with it, give me 3. You stick with it, you get, well, sheesh. You stick with it, you get the sun with 2 old geezers planting in the garden. Well, I don't know how else to go with that one. We have the 2 old geezers in the sun. That one says it all. But then we have potentially a separation that happens at the same time. And then there actually might be a situation where something might crash. So, to rearrange this, there might be, well, if you stick, there might be a moment where the separation happens, causing something having to be put out. But then again, once it gets put out, it gets rejuvenated. So the connection you have, if you choose to go with another interest, it will recover. It will recover, based on what I'm getting. But the separation of being like torn apart may lead to something being burned. But if you choose to go back to it, it can be recovered. So that's a nice thing to know. But I mean, that should not be the reason why to be like, oh, good, I can go and, drop this one and go for someone else, and when the time's right, come back. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. That's what a certain dimwit of mine thought would be a good idea. Damn donkey, just, I'll tell that stupid, dumbass that, hey, guess what, you dumbass? You're going to be turned into glue for that. That sounds harsh, I know, but still. That's what it gets for doing something mean to you. But now say if you were going to be pursuing other interests, well, it kind of looks like the same thing I just said, but still. Pursuing other interests will get you the Ace of Twigs, Ace of Wands. So we have you pursuing another one. Well, I mean, you have the Page of Wands with the Ace of Wands going with the new pursuit. Well, magical top hat with a wand. I guess you can go presto, and here comes a new one. Okay, so you can pretty much willfully bring an interest into being, if you deem fit, it looks like. But you might have to also realize that they might be a bit of a perfectionist. So they might be a bit too nitpicky with their work or appearance or how they present themselves. But they're a hard worker, at least. Now, why did you do that? Give me that. bad donkey. So you have one being a perfectionist, but I mean, you'll be able to will him into being. And the last one is that he will be a hung one. The hangman. Yep, he'll be a hung one, alright. No. The one that you might bring into being might be a bit, really open about the skin show. Like, naturally dressing suggestive. So, now that's weird. Oh, I think I see. You might actually, if you do go towards pursuing somebody that's an interest, they actually might turn out to be somebody who is like a health freak. So much to the point where, now this is for Foxy, and then you're next, Annie. This actually could lead to Fox that you'll be able to will him into being, but this person may look like, the best hung one. But yes, I know. I saw you, Annie. You'll be able to will them into being, but they might be a bit of a perfectionist in how they present themselves, because if you notice how the swimmer is, yeah, well, a swimmer's body, that kind of goes for it besides the short shorts. So they might be a little bit not afraid to be flaunting themselves in that manner to show, like, hey, I'm perfectly built because of the Seven of Pentacles. But I mean, that's not a bad thing. It's just no touchy, no touch for them. Let's see. One thing to be aware of for both sides. If you stick with the one that you currently have, you might be doing a lot of research, or possibly still hunting. Nothing wrong with that, as long as, it's understood and there's equal communication about it. But if you decide to go, and another thing to be aware of, if you go towards, say, the hunting season, the nine of twigs, which shows this lone biker guy walking away from a bar, it might actually be a choice of regret, maybe. You might get something that's rosy and perfect, but it might actually lead you being resentful towards it. You gotta choose what's the best happiness for you, though, in the end. And that's something that's not negotiable. So either way, it's up to you. The one on the left has the most long-term potential, while the other one on the right is more like a woozy moment, and then resentful afterwards. So, if I was to say, besides just stick with the one that you got, because I mean, at least in my opinion, I'm somebody that likes to stick it for the long haul and not go seeking out others, because I mean, that's just not how I operate. Because I'm like, if I'm gonna stick with it, I'm sticking with it. Oh, I'm having second thoughts? Well, that sucks. Deal with it. I shouldn't have said it. You should not have said I would stick if you were going to stick, not stick. So you're going to stick, and if you don't like it, well, deal with it. Piss it. Woo. Boo-hoo. Okay, Annie's health condition now. Whoops-a-daisy. But now keep in mind, too, if there's a conversation, naturally does show that, hey, I do want to pursue other potential interests too, but I don't want to lose what I got here. If you have that conversation and if the partner agrees to it, and it's known about, and the terms and conditions and the boundaries are put up, then it could still work and you can keep the one you still got, but still potentially have moments with others too. That's something I can't do, but hey. Yeah. But hey, the thing is, you you're more comfortable in that kind of environment while I'm over here just like, I'm one of those just like, stick. Nope. 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 Hey, if you're going to be thinking that, if you're going to be rubbing in my face and you can be exclusive with other people, but not be with me, no, 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 no. Stick it. Stay. But it's up to you. As long as your needs are being met, that's the most important. I've, in a way, kind of been caught in the middle of like a poly thing going on. But the thing is that I'm just like, no. I'm not in a poly connection with the town hooch. I'm dead serious. My dimwit thought it'd be a cute idea to get the town hooch to have like a three-way connection. I'm like, no, sorry, that's not allowed in my house. This walking hairless dog that looks like, a big mistake in having a can opener for her face. Don't bring it to my house, please. Yeah, but still. Not saying that it's wrong because I have no room to say that, but for me, whatever makes you feel the most happiest and fulfilled, that's the most important. And if they consent with it, then good. If they don't consent with it, then you have to do what's best for you and what you feel is the best. The speed limit's 35, not 50. Twatted. But anyway, so Annie, for the health thing, let's go. Let's go use the Dark Grimoire Tarot. So currently, the current position we have the Fool, Frankenstein in a straitjacket. So currently, you actually might be in a position where about the health that possibly a lot of people are trying to inquire about your health, and you're kind of like, no, meh, I'm not doing a thing, I'm not moving. I know what's going on, I know what happened, I'm not going to speak of it. So very reserved about it. Did I clarify that too? We have the Wheel of Fate, which is kind of funny, because now it's showing that at the current position of being the Fool and just being perfectly at ease, there's something going on behind the scenes that actually does involve, fate working in your favor. So, currently, you're standing in a position like there. I know what's wrong with me, and I know there's something that it needing to be fixed, and it's being fixed. Fate is actually working on your side. Towards is the Nine of Pentacles, well. But that doesn't say it, well. Inbound is actually having, being restored to a flawless state of perfection. That's coming towards. What's prior to that, though? Prior to that is... I get it. Before you get to the Nine of Pentacles, we have Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Okay, fine, it's the Devil card in this deck. So before you get to the Nine of Pentacles, there has to be the Devil's Advocate and being like really realistic, working from a real practical standpoint, and actually looking to fulfill the needs on the physical level first, then worrying about everything else. So possibly be going anywhere near, mainly using a lot of salt water to heal, and also maybe even doing I don't want to say swimming, like aquatic, like hydrotherapy, like swimming, to best heal it to, and using salt water to mainly be like the water you swim in, if possible. If not, I don't want to say with the devil, because now the devil, that because I'm one of those that likes to go with like, well, the devil is both the one of the best cards to get, but if you want to go with the stereotype, yeah, it's fine. It's one of the bad ones to get because addictions and being trapped or something. Ugh. But in this case, it being this Cthulhu figure coming out of the ocean, it's like he's intrigued. Like, oh, what you guys doing? Oh, what are you guys doing? Oh, okay. So to really appease the Cthulhu, you may actually have to go into like his realm of the water and the intuitiveness as well. But mainly because he's coming out of the ocean and the heat, maybe even take like a hot salt water bath and using salt water to be the best medicine to cure this. By any chance, do you, in the mental thoughts, do you happen to be thinking that like you're going a little bit too high with them, like going off to Neverland, like flying way too high, that you're losing sight of the ground? I saw that. Don't do it. Don't ever do that again. Don't. Rude. I get it. Yeah, because it's like flying too high in the clouds. Like you get so high up in there that you're like lost. So you're gonna need to get the queen in here. The Empress. Get her in here. Yep, and once you get the queen in here, bada boom, there's your vision. Being able to see again. Boom. And another thing too, to actually really help maintain your memory too. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so another thing too, a good thing to keep in mind and also consider doing is to do memory related games too. Like short and easy ones. Just even if it's just like because if you keep the function going, you have to keep the function going. You can't forget. Because once you forget, then there's not much can be done. You can't forget. You have to keep that muscle going. Like, even if you have to get like two, or even like if you got to play like on the computer, a game that's like a memory game, you might have to do it though. Oh, okay. Seeing of meeting a doctor, but yes. But the Nine of Pentacles into Cthulhu prior is that you might have to go and do like the realistic and be kind of like your own devil's advocate and be like, okay, let's be real here. Here's what I need to do. Here's what needs to be done. I'm not gonna like it. It's kind of like a buzzkill. But in order for me to get to this Nine of Pentacles with the Palace, I'm gonna have to do something that I'm gonna be like, oh, why? You might have to. And you're not gonna like, cupcake, I told you, don't do that. Stick it and piss it, go. Don't make me say it again. 1. Good move. Really? After I tell him off, you think I want to, deal with you? Go. Don't make me get up, because you're not gonna like me when I get up. Sorry. They're active right now.